out, smoking out, talking out, and had the undertakers pulling coffins out, locking them out. We don't give a fuck, we like virgins. Throw the rocket over the shoulder and then launch it out. Fuck the cops, pumping rocks, dumping shots from the pumps and glocks to my heart pumping. Stop, you don't want it, You little pussies think it's already in your head. I said 2 of my G's with an R in the act, 100 shots.
So how the scene changed from back then to now, from the DVD era to where we at right now with the social media? Tell me from your perspective.
Niggas ain't outside.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, you can't really pull up. Tell folks what you mean by that. Like detail. What you mean by that?
They be dead winter.
Yeah.
We pulling up. Camera, gloves, battling out there for hours. Yeah. Niggas buy hot teas and all that.
Caesar the King, while Caesar was on house arrest, it was 12 degrees outside. He had his right leg in the house. Man with H outside. Ain't nobody doing that.
Shout out to Caesar.
Ain't nobody doing that.
What you see them doing now? What they doing now?
I mean, like you said, flying in New Orleans, then flying in New York to go. You know what I mean? E-Nuts is battling Tay-Rock right now. Like, I mean, you're not gonna pull up and say, yeah, come on outside and battle. I mean, it's all set up. You got months to write for him. You know what I mean?
It was the golden age.
You had to catch a nigga. Like, it wasn't no writing for. And I might want battle. You don't know I want battle. I just catch you. Like, come on, we want battle.
You gotta be ready for it.
You gotta be ready. Yeah, you had to be prepared. It was on the spot.
And if you was this is the best part. If you was battling somebody, even though if you were somebody's behind the camera, you gotta know every bar. Crazy.
The crowd was
like
crazy.
The crowd. When Jones did his joint, oh my God, that's like the best.
Jones.
That was the best time.
Oh my God, that was the best times. Yo, like it made school fun. It made school fun because
we helped a lot of fights calm down in school just from DVDs and all that kind of stuff because we gave them something to talk about at the lunch table.
Yeah, helped the city a lot. I
used to have to go get like caution and whip from school to NTA call. I was messing with the NTA at their school. I used to have to go get them from the school. They still got NTAs in school?
Yeah, they ain't called NTAs, but they got it.
I used to go in there. I used to see the impact that we had. I was like, damn, they over there. What they used to like, Jones John, the one I always say Rick Ross. That's the one I say Rick Ross took from. Rick Ross took D Jones John. If you listen to Scissor, this Herb, that John, and then you listen to Biggest Balls that you've seen thus far with T-Pain. That's D Jones verse. I always say that. I never let this pass without saying
Pioneers in Philly.
Go listen to that.
Go listen to that. Go listen to D Jones verse, and then listen to Biggest Balls, Rick Ross verse T-Pain. Not verse T-Pain. Featuring T-Pain.
It was so bad where the radio wasn't making no money. It's like, yo, we gotta get the DVD people up there. And they started coming down. I remember, it was like, radio, you got a tape, you got the CD, you aware of it.
Right. All my niggas have it though.
What?
We used to go at the radio, man, because they wasn't playing it.
And that's another reason why they get a lot of shine too. they Cosby Kevin and let them guys up there and wild on us. And then let Reed up there. They let all of us up there.
Reed went up there first. And bombed on that.
And then y'all went and bombed on us. And then they said, we let Reed up there. Well, they said everybody else's name. They said, some of them said Reed name, but they said all our names.
He went at y'all that day.
Yeah, man.
Y'all ran the city. I mean, I remember I was on, I forget where I was at, but I heard you talking about the city. What you call it, a beautiful, ugly place?
Oh, yeah. I was talking about North Philly, though.
Yeah, what you
North Philly in particular.
Yeah, that was a beautiful statement. I ain't gonna hold it.
North Philly is a beautiful place, you know what I'm saying? If you're from there and you know what's going on.
Right.
You can find all the beauty in it. Now, if you don't, it can get ugly, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I meant by that. There's a lot of nonsense that go on in North Philly.
Right.
But the beauty of it get overlooked because of all the nonsense in it. So that's why I said that. That's why when I mentioned that, you know what I'm saying? But that's like, it is all over the city, but I just know in North Philly how it's so many beautiful things in North Philly, but
that was well said. I
appreciate that, man.
Poetic.
Appreciate that.
Speaking of the poetry.
Speaking of the poetry.
Talk about the poetry, you know what I'm saying?
First Friday Poetry Club, man. That was a layup.
I like right that. Up.
No, First Friday Poetry Club, man. We really rolling, though.
Yeah.
And it's giving me that headshot feel, though.
Yeah.
Like, with all the artists. And they familiar with theirs. So we actually did a poetry battle.
Yeah.
Just recently. Smiles versus Soul. Soul from Detroit, Smiles is from Philly. So we doing the same thing the Battle League's doing. Shout out to Apex Poetic Battle League. You know what I'm saying? So I jumped into this just liking poetry.
Yeah. Do you write it?
No, I don't write it. I believe I can.
Yeah.
I write some stuff down. Yeah. But
you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I be having bars.
Like,
just being around it.
Once you involved in it, you kind of like, all right, let me take my shot at it. Yeah. But I never really sat down and just locked in on it. But what I did was I used the same formula from Headshots. Yeah. Just found poets, put a team together.
So you ain't put Headshots down to evolve.
Yeah, now I got like a team of 10 poets. We got an administrative team. We got all that. Yeah. Like we turned it into something big. I mean, in order to become a big company, we want to run it like a big company. So we doing our meetings. We doing our Zoom. You see, knowledge just on Zoom.
Yeah.
So right now it's just building. We just came from Princeton. Yeah. We did February, our first Friday event at Princeton for Black History Month.
Right.
So that's big in itself. I mean, taking a majority black poetry team up to somewhere Ivy League just to do poetry, and they was going crazy. The whites, the blacks, all of them. They get booked more than the rappers though. Yeah. They all over, flying all over for poetry. So I love poetry, man.
Yeah.
Listen.
How'd you make that connection with Princeton? Because there's a lot of folks who watching this joint that would think that they could never ever make that connection. So how do you even build that relationship?
I say from being who I am, right? Yeah. My man is like the assistant athletic director.
Right.
But from me just being a genuine good friend,
he
like, no, I got this going on up here. I can help you out with something.
Yeah.
So what we was doing was, I was taking I'm a mentor too. I'm a full-time mentor. Right. I deal with the kids a lot.
You do giveaways and all
that. All that. So I was taking the kids up to Princeton just so they can see what college is like.
Right.
Not only college, but Princeton, like I said, is Ivy League, number one country. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they are able to get that experience. On top of that, my high school kids get to go up there and live on college campus for a week.
Yeah.
At the end of the summer.
That's heavy.
So they get to go have classes with professors, learn financial literacy, learn how to fill out an application and all the different grants they could get.
While they in high school.
So they just getting the experience like that. They go to the cafeteria and eat. They don't need no money. They doing that for a whole week.
Right.
Some of a lifetime. That's what they call it. I mean, so.
How do high school kids who watch this connect with that? If they
got to connect with me. I mean, that's my connect first. So.
Tell them how they connect with you.
Camp Compass, man. Camp Compass, Philly. That's our program, man. All the kids need directions. That's why we call it Camp Compass. Yeah. And it's like an all year round camp.
And tell them about the School of the Gifted too.
Oh, y'all rushing it. I was gonna get to that.
I'm already know.
School of the Gifted, man. That's the list of artists. That's just a group of artists that's headed somewhere.
Yeah.
We don't know where, but they headed somewhere great. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Lena L. K. Gibbs is a member. Amir Ali is a member.
Yeah.
K. Gibbs is a member.
K. Gibbs is a member. Yeah. Even though he got, everybody got their own individual thing going on.
Yeah.
But the members is the members. The Deke, Westside Deke. Oh man, it's so many of them. But it's not just rappers.
Right.
So we also have a clothing brand, All Hustle No Luck. And we just come together. CSW. I know I'm forgetting something. I'm gonna get cursed out about it. Shout out to Neptune. Even that though, Neptune, CSW, they just came from PR from Puerto Rico doing some music stuff in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? So they was in the rainforest doing their music thing. So we moving around, man. It's gonna happen. We ain't in no rush. We just know when it happens, it's gonna happen.
Seeing and hear the evolution, I ain't gonna hold it. It's beautiful. But you also just received you received a certificate too for your first.
Yeah, for
First Friday poetry.
Hold on, let me show my jacket off. Can y'all see
this? Yeah. Put that thing. Yeah.
We 2 years in, working on 3.
Talk about your cert, how you just received it, and what that mean.
Working on one. I'm always the person that recognizes somebody else or reward somebody else or give somebody else an award. So it was dope for me. Like, they surprised me.
Right.
I didn't know what was going on. They told me, we did a recap video.
Yeah.
And when they put it on the screen, it was just a drink with them all speaking highly of me. The poetry club.
Yeah.
So they was just all speaking highly of me, and I was in there like this, like oh.
Yeah.
And I don't really talk. This is the most you're gonna hear me talk.
Yeah.
So they like get up here and say something.
Yeah.
Like, y'all know I ain't gonna say nothing. Appreciate y'all, thank y'all, stuff like
there,
that.
wasn't I?
Yeah, he was there
Yeah,
for
I was there, I
that.
was
So
there.
this jacket, so they gave me a jacket, they gave me a plaque, they gave us a nice light John that go on the wall. That say First Friday's Poetry Club. But that's just from being a good nigga, man. That's how I look at it, man. Like pouring into them and they pouring back.
Yeah.
So like I said, dang, now that I mentioned that, you will be receiving Do It For My City Award next month.
Oh man,
Shout out Fresh.
It's that younger generation moment where I'm gonna give a few folks from that came up under us.
Yeah.
Just recognizing their hard work and their dedication. I mean, and you one of the guys that's on that paper like
thank you,
all right,
man.
Fresh getting this plaque. You know what I'm saying? So
Shout out to the legend, man.
And I want to add on Bob. Last time, but I've been seeing Bob all the time. But a couple months ago, Bob also has a building out like Manayunk area.
Roxborough,
I apologize. Roxborough area. And I was there. Fox 29 pulled up and was honoring him and showing his space and honoring him for the work that he do with the youth, the summer camps, everything like that as well. So you evolve, brother. You know what I mean?
Man. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. That's what Mom Dukes, man.
Yeah. And TOUCHMONEYNA as well. Like, you know, you don't have that store anymore for 2nd Street. You know what I mean? You're not managing redials on them as well no more. But however, you're still behind. Went from 10 artists to 100 artists and
all over, not just in Philly.
And you're international. So tell us more about how you evolve Touch Money to what you have become now, more of a pioneer and just liaisons of the game.
Well, I kind of took the same mentality and said, all right, it's more than just the guys in our city, because like these guys grew up watching us and they gravitate towards like it's a dude named Tyrant Fly from Jersey. He from Trenton to be exact. I was dealing with him for a while before he even knew who I was, but he was influenced by who I was. And then once I realized, I said, "Man, our influence is like heavy. So it's more than just our city." But a lot of the motivation like come from him. Like we talking about the shirts and stuff that I had. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been making shirts. I asked him to print me up some Touch Money shirts. He printed up a bunch and was like, "Yo, just bring me this back." I owed him money off that, so I had to start making money.
That's how we do it, though, man.
Not
only did I do that, I'm like, nigga, they love Touch Money. Just like they love Headshot. This is where you go get them printed at. I'm gonna send you the first shipment, but you gotta order it by yourself after that. You got the machine, you got it, and then he was calling me like, nigga, I got the hats, I got buckets, I got sweatsuits, I said, damn, you killing me.
So what's your vision? Did you have that vision for both of y'all? Like, did you even see yourself evolving in this way? Right now, like you said, y'all touching around the world. People know about Touch Money and Headshots everywhere.
I just was trying to use them guys to keep me from going to jail. Like that was my initial thought. I mean, and I wasn't thinking, oh yeah, we gonna be famous and everybody gonna know us 20 years later and all that. I was thinking like, I mean, how can I duck out of what's going on now through this? And what opened my eyes, we was in I think Cheltenham Mall one time. And this was like 20 years ago.
RNA Works, remember?
That's exactly where we was going to RNA Works. And it was a mom and a dad with their daughter. And they wanted us to sign autographs. And I'm like, an autograph? I'm like, what? About that. I'm like, all right, bet. That's when I realized, like, damn, this is something crazy.
But still to this day, though, like, whenever I'm usually hoodied up. Laying low. I don't like that. I'll be on the wing. That's me. But when somebody notice you and give you those, like, damn, dog, you young Bob? When you touch money now? Dog, I remember it be love. Damn, man. Even when Fresh, what? Nigga, you Fresh. Hold up, we get right back to you, though. Like, I know what you got going on, and anytime Fresh call me, Fresh, what we do? Or if he lacking, yo, Fresh, you ain't doing this. Get on it. Like, man.
I'm honored. And I want to give
popping up to his events. I don't know, I be
It's always about the younger guys, because we was young at one point in this, and it's like the older guys had to reach back and say, yo, and motivate us.
Reach back,
That's how I look at that, man. and like for the guys, it's people that don't got nobody to motivate them. Like it's kids that go to jail and don't got nobody there. They in there toe up. Every like all them 3 phones, people from jail call them Jones every. I'm mad that I gotta have them on silent right now. Because people might call them. So it's all. I always look at like the younger dudes, and no matter what they is, like even if they beefing with each other, I always look at the younger dudes and see what they can be in the future. Because my rule could have went left. That's right, but could have went left.
Left. I got you.
Speaking of the younger generation, we want to put together. I was talking to you about an artist development joint, a program for the kids 10 to 16 that's listening to the drill rap, or that's headed to the drill rap that want to just talk about dropping their ops and with the switch. Like I'm at my after school program the other day, and Lena L came up to rap, but she asked a couple of the kids to rap. First thing he said was, "I got my AK-47," and I'm like, "Come on, dog."
Everybody got the AK-47.
But all of them, it's just from what they listen to, from what they, you know what I'm saying. And I always say this: I used to listen to NWA. That didn't make me want to go shoot nothing up, or, you know what I'm saying, gang bang, none of that. But it's so much on the internet now that the kid they brainwashed with it. So. That's all they know. So that's why I want to do like programs like young artist development, where we giving you things to rap about.